Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are in our newest module, Module 6, looking at Day of the Locust. Now, I'm very excited because this is actually, I think, my favorite book of this course. I really love this book. It is dark, it is dreary, it is quite depressing, but what the author is doing in terms of style is fascinating to me. And it really, I think, reads almost like a painting. It's this like really expressionist, impressionistic idea of Hollywood and the fakeness, the illusion of what they're presenting to the public while all this seedy, gross, disgusting stuff is going on underneath. And I also really think that it is quite relevant still today, even though it was overlooked at the time. So a couple of things. Number one, you do have a writing assignment asking you about the role of violence and the gender roles that are in this book, and also the idea of the falseness or the fakeness that is Hollywood, right? The illusion and how West is breaking the illusion. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that you also have the first checkpoint for your proposal. So for this course, you're going to be choosing a theme and then comparing the use of that theme in two of the books or short stories that we read. I want those to be by different authors. So if you want to do two short stories, you can do one by Sherwood Anderson. You can do one by Ernest Hemingway. You could look at a short story and a book as long as they're by two different people. So you're going to be, for this checkpoint, just picking what theme you want to do, a paragraph of what you've chosen to examine and why, and then a research question that you're going to be answering by the time you actually write your paper. So basically something that's kind of driving what you're going to be asking about. So why is this theme in these works, or how does this theme present itself, or something else along those lines. And a sample thesis statement. This is just checkpoint 1. We are doing the final project in stages, and you can find all of the checkpoints for that in Module 8, our final module of the course. So the first checkpoint is just very simple. What do you want to look at, and what do you think your thesis statement will be? The next checkpoint coming later will be doing actual research. The checkpoint after that will be doing the first part of the paper, and then the final project comes at the end. So I tried to break it up, number one, because it's an online class and it's helpful for me to see where you are in terms of your ideas, your research. The biggest mistake I see people making is that they have a thesis statement that is way too broad. So make sure that it is narrow, and that you're asking a question that you can answer in 5, 6, 7 pages, something like that. If you have it way too broad, your ideas sometimes are all over the place, and then it really becomes difficult to research. But the other reason I have that too is so I can help guide your work. And if I have comments and suggestions, I can get them to you ahead of time, and you're not just turning in a huge paper for me at the end. So that's that. Make sure that you watch both the lectures for this week, the one on West's life and then the one on his book. They really do dovetail together, and do need to see both of them. I'm talking this week again because, like Zelda Fitzgerald, I think that Nathaniel West has been kind of overlooked in history, and not a lot of people have talked about his work, at least in a scholarly way. You might find some book reviews out there, but not kind of a more in-depth discussion. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope you like the book. Thanks, everybody.